Alpo got killed.
In his most recent interview with Maino, DJ Vlad continues his campaign against the late Alpo Martinez, painting Poe as negatively as possible and hoping that Maino follows.
Alpo is just grimy, man. Alpo is just a grimy, stab you in the back, steal all your money, fuck your girl. I mean, it was just
the streets, man. I mean,
yeah, but he put a little extra on it. You know, I have friends that are street dudes that I are actual friends.
Right.
Like, I would not be friends with Alpo.
It's shameful what rejection can do to a person, because had Alpo accepted his request, he definitely would have acted friendly in order to maintain a business relationship with Poe. After all, a business relationship's stability rests on it remaining friendly or cordial on both ends, right? Now, on the other hand, when asked about Poe returning to Harlem, Maino offered a more calm and respectful opinion.
When Alpo got out and suddenly started hanging out in Harlem, what did you think?
I think that was on brand for the type of dude that I heard he was. I could see that.
Did it surprise you?
Maino would explain that it wasn't surprising because Alpo was feared amongst the people, saying that him cooperating didn't make him any less dangerous, and going on to say that Poe was very popular and legendary amongst the people as well, even referring to him as a mythical figure or mythical creature at one point, but also expressing that it may not have been a good move for Alpo to return to Harlem, but as far as being surprised, he was not. At this point, Vlad recalls the offer made to Alpo and asks Maino about the picture of Demencio he posted after Alpo's passing away.
I posted that.
Yeah.
I'm from the style, man, and you know the thing, I got a lot of flack for that. Like, a lot of dudes, oh man, don't act like he did something. This bitch.
No, you never claimed. No, you didn't claim nothing. I didn't take it as
we
that.
understand the internet is the internet,
Yeah.
right? And I understand if people haven't been tapped into me or haven't been listening to me, haven't been a fan of me, don't like me, don't like my music, don't fuck with me, I get it. But I always talk crazy about him. Always.
About Alpo.
Always.
Maino would claim that he posted the picture in support of his Bed-Stuy community and in continuance with his previous behavior towards Poe before his untimely demise.
He knew that always. But the thing is, for the people that don't know that, it feels like, oh, I'm trying to capitalize off of somebody that died. I've been saying shit, bro. Like, when he was alive, when he got out, I've been talking. I've been saying it. Now, if the songs that I was saying it on are not as popular as they should be, or you just don't fuck with me, or you don't listen, no problem. We get it. But one thing for certain, two things for sure, I didn't wait for the man to die to say something. That's not true.
Got it.
So like, you can say whatever you want, but that's not true. I've been saying whatever I was saying. Been saying it.
Maino is correct. He has been saying whatever he's been saying in regards to Alpo well before Alpo passed. I just think it was in poor taste for him to post that picture, even if it was in support of his quote-unquote Bed-Stuy community or whatever he was doing. But I gotta be honest and say, yeah, he had been saying Alpo's name in song and blog and whatever else well before he passed away. Now at this point, the subject of Shakeem Parker comes up, and Vlad says that he reached out for an interview.
The guy who allegedly killed him had all his charges dropped.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he beat it?
I'm not quite sure. The crazy part is they actually reached out to us about doing an interview. And I'm like, I gotta look into this a little more, because I don't want to send him back to prison because he was locked up in Rikers for a while. And they just dropped his charges. Now, I don't know whether they dropped his charges because he didn't do it, whether they dropped the charges because there was not enough evidence. I don't want to put him in that chair you're sitting in and have him admit to the murder, then have him sent back for killing Alpo. I don't want to do that. So I'm not quite sure why they're even reaching out. But the dude that did it, allegedly, is now free.
All right, peace. You already know who you rocking with, right? You know where you at. So check it out, man. We about to break this down real quick, dog. Every day. Look here, dog. In my opinion, Maino kept it 100 about Poe. You feel me? It's sad that Poe had to pass away for dudes like Maino to be respectful, to be honest, to not speak about him in a derogatory manner. You know what I'm saying? I respect that about this interview and about the subject matter that came up about Poe. You know what I'm saying? There was really nothing that I could critique. There was really nothing that I could say about what Maino said in regards to Alpo. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me check my notes. What did he say? He said when he was asked about Alpo going back to Harlem, he was very careful in choosing his words and saying he believed that was on brand for the type of guy that he heard that Alpo was. Saying that he was feared amongst men in the streets, even calling him a mythical being at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like I wonder if he's gonna catch any blowback from his partners for not disrespecting Poe. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that something? You feel me? Because it seems like he hangs in the type of crowd or around the type of dudes that's gonna be upset that he didn't take the chance to call Poe a rat. Because that's something I didn't hear him call him a rat, an informant, or anything like that. Now, he did say he cooperated. Now, when he said he cooperated, he said that didn't make him any less dangerous, though. That's why I said he kept it 100. He kept it a stack. He kept it a buck. He said, nah, I never ran into Poe, but I wasn't looking for him. You feel me? Now, don't that dude, Ronald Branch, got a story about Alpo running into Maino and almost destroying it? Anyway, we do know that Poe was at Maino's studio. You feel me? Because that's where Queen's Flip records at, and that's what King Erna was, ironically, and that's where they pulled up to, looking to have a face-to-face. So we do know that he was in the vicinity, and we all heard the audio where I'm talking to Poe, and he's telling me he's coming out of Brooklyn right now. You know what I'm saying? So, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, everything, you know, it's all the same. You feel me? It was very surprising to hear him speak like that about Poe last week. You know what I'm saying? The complete interview is in Vlad's members only, so you're gonna have to go to the members only if you want to check it out. I believe he dropped like 1 or 2 clips already. I'm not sure if he's dropped these yet, but if you want to check it out, head over to Vlad TV and check out his members only. But let's get to this Shakeem Parker and what I feel like is cap, man. I feel like it was a little bit of cap in that coming from him and Maino, man. Let me go over what he said, dog. Let me go over what he said, man. He said, the guy who actually killed him had his charges dropped. That's cap. I'm gonna stop right there. That's cap. You feel me? Now, if you've been doing any research on the case or you know anything about it, you already know that he was found not guilty. You feel me? So that right there rung a bell. Ding, 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 ding. He would have told you that he got found not guilty. If you were speaking to Shakeem Parker, he would have said, hey, I got found not guilty. What's up? You want to interview me and let's talk about this and that and the other? But he said that no, dog got his charges dropped. He said he actually reached out to us about doing an interview. What would he be interviewing about? The process? You feel me? Now, granted that there aren't any double, what they call it? It's not they can't try him twice is what I'm trying to say. What is that? Double jeopardy. Because later on down the line, he said something like, I don't want to sit him in a chair and have him say something that sends him back to jail and this and that and the other. Nah, you couldn't do that because that's double jeopardy. He's already been found not guilty in a court of law. So that screams cap to me. He said, and I'm like, I gotta look into this a little bit more because I don't want to send him back to prison because he was locked up in Rikers for a while and they just dropped the charges. Now, I don't know whether they dropped the charges because he didn't do it or because there's not enough evidence. No, you didn't do any research at all, and that screams of cap to me because this is all stuff that you would have spoken to him about on the phone, correct? I mean, I'm a decent journalist myself, and I don't have the following that you have, nor the context. But I do know this. When you're speaking to somebody that you're going to interview, you're going to speak about what you're interviewing about, what's going on, current events, as well as past events, if they have anything to do with what you guys will be speaking about, too. And one thing I sure enough would have asked him was if the charges were dropped, if he was found not guilty, all of the stuff that he's unclear about in his little statement. Then he goes on to say, I don't know if the NYPD just said, screw it, we don't care if this guy killed Alpo. He was a bad guy, we're just going to take it easy on him. And lastly, on that note, get that interview, dog. It's a lot I want to know about Shakeem. I want to know which foot Poe ran over with the bike. Did he run over the left foot or the right foot? Do you have a limp? Did he burn your left calf or your right calf with the tailpipe when he sped off on your tail? That's what I want to know. It's a bunch of stuff I want to know about Shakeem. But he won't reach out to me. Hey, Shakeem, if you watch this, reach out to me, dog. He was only going to give Alpo 5 bands. What you think he'd give you? I got $800, nigga. Reach out to me and do an interview with me, homeboy. I'll give you 4 up front and 4 on the back end. You dig what I'm talking about? Yeah. I got a lot to talk to you about, man. Now, you can choose to plead the fifth like it's a court of law, and that's going to make you look some type of way, or you can come on out and talk about what needs to be talked about, homeboy, because you've already been found not guilty. And that is the attitude that Vlad should have had, if indeed he did talk to Shakeem Parker. But I think this was just a conversation piece with Maino. He was trying to get a rise out of Maino. I don't think he likes this interview. Vlad probably doesn't like this interview with Maino. He gonna probably drop this whole thing within 24, 48 hours because he wanted Maino to go left on Poe and he did not. He wanted him to go. Why he talking? I interviewed his Richard Porter's sister and AZ Faison, and Maino kept playing that off like, man, I don't know nothing about that. He killed her brother. I don't know nothing about it. He killed him over money. I don't know nothing about that. I respect that about Maino. You feel me? He ain't jumping into other folk business. He was mad about what he was mad about, and he discussed Demencio Benson as well as the fact that he had been saying the stuff that he was saying well before Poe passed. And look, man, I gotta respect that, dog. Vlad don't, though. I know Vlad don't. You feel me? Peace to the gods of Earth. Until we meet again.